section, we are going to look at purchasing. We are going to look at several items in purchasing. We're going to look at vendors or suppliers. We're going to look at how to create those, how to post payment to suppliers, how to create purchase orders, how those ones work, how to take deliveries, executing returns and payments of the same. We'll also look at RFQs, requisition requests, and probably that is going to be the first place where we're going to get started, because that's why it intersects with the inventory in terms of beginning the process of acquisition. So we've got all these stock orders that have been created here, pretty much most of them automatic by the system. We're going to talk about a very neat feature we have here, although it's built for for huge scale in terms of purchases. You've got so many small items. It could be very handy to use. Otherwise, if you're not doing so much scattered items in terms of the people that are supplying to you, in terms of the quantities of the items, most ISPs have actually been doing a lot of sourcing by themselves. So these might only come handy in some situations whereby someone is actually handling a lot of requisitions with a lot of suppliers at the same time. So let me just show you how this one works. So those orders that we've been creating, we can be able to go into the purchasing and go into the master RFQs and then just click generate RFQ. And what that will do is collect all those orders, put them into one master RFQ record. This one will be able to generate the different RFQs based on the suppliers that are actually available for these items. And the fact that we do not have anything on this column tells me that I don't think these items were attached to any suppliers in particular. So you can be able to go to the stock sheet and attach specific items to a supplier, so that when you're creating the RFQs, the system can automatically generate those and tag them to the respective suppliers, and all you have to do is just mail the requisition order. Case in point with what you have here. You can see that generated, and these items were put in a column, and each row represents a different item, and each column is supposed to represent multiple suppliers and their prices on that. So you can be able to send them something via web. They can click, they can fill in their prices. But again, like I said, this one is for large scale, very large scale. If you just ordering a few hundred items at a time, you're probably doing the sourcing yourself, then it's best to stay away from these master RFQs and RFQs. It'll be too much work for you. Yeah, but that is what those stock order items, that's how they were going to be processed eventually. Let me just jump straight into the purchasing, the other section of purchasing, and start with vendors and suppliers. You cannot be able to take in anything in this system unless you are a vendor. So you must be a vendor, either to yourself, at the very least to the system. So you need to be able to go and create one vendor, because you're not going to take any stock if you don't have a vendor. So you need to create at least one, and once you create that one vendor, then you can proceed to create purchasing orders, which will then be able to record the items you're buying and also record deliveries. We'll record our deliveries in a PO. It's a very hybrid PO. It's a bit complex, but it works seamlessly. If you do have a supplier, actual real suppliers, then this is the place where you'd go in to see what kind of POs do you have with them, what kind of payments have you made, what kind of RFQs did you create, and the multimedia section as well in terms of attachments. You'll also be able to see their recent deliveries down here as they come in, and which branches you've actually attached this particular supplier to be doing the supplies for. Some of those might not be relevant, but at the very least you should have HQ selected.